Hey fellas, me Trapper here. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I recently purchased a cage trap from Mr. Kirk DeKalb of Advanced Trap Company. And I tell you, these traps of his are built like tanks. I'm going to do a full review on these traps, but I want to show you something that I'm playing with. And I've got this cage in a stream, and the reason I'm doing this is this cage doesn't have a pan. This cage trap has a trigger that's very similar to that of a body grip trap, a conibear trigger. Let me show you what I'm doing. Now, this is just a typical little creek. You can see it's choked with brush. We've got one channel right here where it necks down. See, I've got debris there, there's debris there, but that's the primary channel. And what I've done is just put the trap right in the channel. And hopefully you can see the trigger wires hanging down. And so if anything walks or swims through there and hits those wires, the gravity doors will fall, and whatever it is will be trapped. Now, just to sweeten the deal a little bit, I've got a couple of bait sticks, or rather lure sticks. And you can see I've got a stick right there. It's hanging down, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a little hunk of Clint Locklear's flat tail call. I don't know if that'll do anything or not, but we'll see. It'd be nice to have a mink or a rat or even an otter. You just never know. So I've got the trap wired off. I've got a wire coming over to an anchor just in case anything comes along and tries to roll it or move it down the creek a little bit. So we'll see. We'll be back in the morning, and hopefully we'll have a surprise. Well, it's the next morning. We're back at our Kirk DeKalb Advanced Trap cage trap set. And what do we have? A beaver. Fellas, this is the first cage trap beaver I have ever caught. Now, he's a small one, but this is a small trap. This trap is sold as a coon and armadillo trap. You can see he is not getting out of that. There is no damage to this trap at all, despite him chewing on it. Now, we all know what a beaver can do. I mean, a beaver is the reason these trees are down. They will cut trees down, but he has not damaged this trap one bit. So you can still see the lure stick right on top. And that was the flat tail call right there by Clint Locklear. It just goes to show that if you have a good lure, a good trap, and you put it in the right spot, you're going to have success. Amazing. The first night that I put this trap out, I live catch a beaver. Amazing. Alright, now I've got it up out of the creek, and you can see this guy has been working this trap all night, and he has been unable to escape, and he's been unable to damage the mechanism in any way. The trigger wires are bent up, but they're designed to be bent up, and they're also designed to be easily replaced. He's been chewing on those doors, and the paint is chipped up a little bit, but absolutely nothing is structurally or integrity-wise damaged on this trap. And I can promise you, when you've got an animal that can chew down trees and you're able to hold them without any damage, you've got one heck of a trap. Now, this is one of the smaller advanced traps. This is a number 12 size, and this is designed to catch coons and armadillos. And I just on a wild hare stuck it out in the creek and put a little lure stick up there, put some flat tail call on the lure, and that's what you get. Truly amazing. This trap arrived in the mail yesterday afternoon. I brought it out yesterday evening, put it in the creek. The very first night that I had this trap, I made a catch. Incredible. Now, a lot of people may be wondering, why go to all the trouble and expense of catching beavers in a cage? I mean, these cages are professional quality cages. They're a $150 trap. And it's not as easy as using a regular trap. The advantages are several fold. Number one, for a meat trapping purpose, even when the weather is hot, and you can see I'm in short sleeves. It is February the 8th. I'm in short sleeves and I'm having to swat mosquitoes away. A cage will keep your catch alive regardless of how hot the weather is. It will also keep your catch from being attacked by anything else and being killed. In the summertime, you can have problems with your beavers getting eaten by turtles, by big turtles. You can have beavers that are caught alive on a snare that get attacked by other beavers and get chewed up and messed up. A cage protects you against that. A cage protects your catch once he's caught, and it keeps him alive. You can also pick him up, carry him off, and dispatch him wherever you need. So if you're in an area where you don't need to be discharging a firearm or something like that, but you want to keep the animal alive, this is an ideal solution. And lastly, let's just be honest, more and more places are either outlawing trapping, or they're greatly restricting the traps that can be used. That's just a fact of life, and a cage allows you to access territory that you may not otherwise be able to access. For instance, if you're in an area where there's dogs or kids or anything like that, you don't need to be setting big MB750s or 330s, but I can come in with a couple of cages and I can set up for beaver and be absolutely certain that I'm not going to harm anybody or anything. So it opens up a lot of territory, especially in suburbia, and especially with the animal lovers that just want their problem taken care of. So from a control purpose or a control solution, it's a great tool. So anyway, I hope this has been useful, and it is possible to catch beavers with a cage. And with these new cages that are coming out, they work very, very well. They're a good investment, and they're going to be part of my line from now on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.